Hello and welcome to Catalysis. For those of you who have not seen any of these before, Catalysis is a process where we go through projects on Catalysis. On on Catalyst. They're all so confusing. So, Catalysis is a process where we go through projects on Catalyst. Catalyst is a fund on Cardano, which basically is funded by the Treasury. So you have the Treasury, which is gradually every time a transaction happens on the Cardano network, a fraction of the payment goes into this big treasury, this big pot, right? And this pot, basically, every now and then, this pot at the moment is at around 100,000 or over 100,000 million worth of ADA, or 100,000 million, no, over 100 million worth of US dollars, equivalent of ADA, which is the cryptocurrency that is native to Cardano. So that's a lot of money, 100 mil, right, USD, and there's a lot more than that at the moment, right? That was the last time I checked, and obviously since then, the price of ADA has appreciated, and also there've been a lot more transactions, right? So the 100 million is obviously a result of many transactions. We're talking about billions of US dollars moving through the system, moving through Cardano within 24 hours, right? Every 24 hours, like there's billions moving, right? So it makes sense that, fraction over, however long, it has amassed to 100 million. So anyway, so that's what Catalyst is, right? So the community actually has this fund where they're able to, every now and then get some money from, and have people get proposals which are put forward. They're able to have them funded, basically. But the process of them actually getting funded is they put forward a proposal and they get to evolve it over 6 to 8 weeks. And as in doing so, they get feedback from the community. Perhaps even they manage to get some collaborators along the way. And then in the end, after all that value is created, if they're lucky, if they've been able to communicate the idea well, and if it feels like it's an idea that is an idea whose time has come, the community will vote on it, and they'll be able to actually get the funds which they requested to actually realize the idea. So now today we're going to be talking about Fund 3, and more specifically we're going to be talking about the proposals for decentralized applications, which are themed around the idea of artificial intelligence or machine learning, if you want to be pedantic about it. So let's actually jump into these proposals, right? So here we have a quick shout out to Danny, aka CryptoFay on Twitter and on Reddit, community member, who put together this Excel sheet, which I made a copy of, which has a whole bunch of details of the different proposals, including all the links and stuff. And he's I'm at the moment going by his categorization, so I just made a copy, and I've been messing around with it. And so actually, if you want to have a look at this should be in the description below. Right, so we're going to be looking at two projects, and go away. Two projects, but I like AI and I like ambitious stuff, so we're going to talk about them. So the first one here is personal AI agent on Cardano. This one is marked as being reserved, which just means that they've put it on hold. They're not going to go ahead with it being voted for within Fund 3. This is probably because the person was like, oh, okay, I don't feel like I had enough time to work on it. I don't feel like the time for the idea, this particular fund. Maybe I feel like executing this idea will require a lot more money than is available to the fund at the moment, right? With 500k, or technically 250, because there's two separate ones. Yeah, so there's a number of reasons why people will put their proposals into reserve. But yeah, let's have a look at what the problem and the solution that Akoloni, the proposer, is putting forward. Problem: people are being manipulated by big tech and mainstream online/social media, unable to find trustworthy news and monetize their own content. Yep. Parler, anyone? Parler. So solution: personal artificial intelligence agent to assess the relevance of online content by means of artificial intelligence and help to monetize it. It's a good problem. The solution is a bit weird because he's used artificial intelligence twice there. So using artificial intelligence to assess by means of artificial intelligence. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, but yeah, there is actually a lot of value in this, right? Because the information which we consume basically then informs our thoughts, right? And if we've got to a point where the incentives behind, say for example, these social media companies which is referenced, the incentives for them is largely around around having people interact a lot more, right? And so and to have people interact a lot more and to have people interact with their platforms longer, they are then faced with the challenge of how to do that, right? And one of the easy ways to do that is to manipulate people, right? Because, for instance, if they're shown things which are a lot more anger inducing, right, people then react and they comment and they interact, and conflict tends to create, I suppose, more divergence in terms of people not understanding that actually we believe in majority of stuff, right, the same, but then the tiny bit of things which we don't particularly see eye to eye, but then those things are really magnified. And so basically, simply put, the business model of these companies are in conflict with, in a way, our humanity, right? It's in their best interest to manipulate, and I'm using that particular word in its negative context. And so I feel like basically having using technology to basically because at the end of the day, AI is basically an algorithm, right? And algorithms have an opinion, right? So if the algorithm is the manifested opinion of a huge tech company, they basically are of the opinion, as I said before, to be influenced by whether it's huge political donors or just the need to actually have revenue, right, be generated. So long monologue over. I think there's potential in this idea, and so hopefully once someone actually comes on, whether it's this person or someone else, comes along and is able to actually execute it, and within actually the Cardano ecosystem, we are now getting a new community joining us, which is Singularity Net, which is this AI platform where you've got AI sort of algorithms or bots as well as programmers. So an idea like this, will probably see the light of day within a year's time, I believe. So thank you, Akoloni, for for bringing it to the community and proposing it. So the second one is proposed by the Fig Monster 2, because the Fig Monster 1 was obviously taken. The name was taken. Okay, so authentication for deep fake defense. I was gonna say what deepfake is, but I think they're gonna expand on what it is. Problem: deepfake videos are a type of AI generated video that creates a fake video of a person that is convincingly real. This is dangerous. Solution: we will create a cryptographic proof on Cardano that verifies videos. Oh no, what did I do? No, come on, scroll back up. There we go. Okay. Verifies that videos are real by connecting their blockchain ID. Okay, yeah, this is smart. Actually, I've been thinking about implementing something like this with the ideas around DIDs that I've been sort of thinking about and working on. So it'd be interesting to sort of reach out to the Fig Monster 2 and have a conversation about it. But yeah, this is it's a good idea. It has legs, as they say, and yeah, I'll be interested to actually see how this evolves. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this was somewhat insightful, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you, the one person who's most likely watching at the moment from Periscope. Yeah, catch you in a few minutes when I come back on live. Yeah, with the next video. Cheers.